Hey everybody, Sign here again. Another one of these driving vlog things. And let's see, here we go. I've been out delivering Meals on Wheels actually, so fun times. Different route this time though. Let's see. Not much of a reason for this. I just wanted to show off some of the scenery because I rather like this trip. Let's see, Marooned is not over at all, no. I just had to share that wonderful little derp on my part. I have recorded more. Probably see it in about 2 days. Yeah, today a Terraria video released, episode 4, and then tomorrow I'm going to be releasing a new series on my channel. I'm still working on getting the streaming software to work correctly. So far though, it seems to have a lot less of an impact than on recording stuff than Fraps does. So I mean, that is a definite bonus. And, yeah, I just passed a cop. Oh no. Trying to decide what platform to stream on, Twitch or YouTube. I can do both. I actually probably do both concurrently with my my software. I'd rather not though, because it's an extra chat I got to keep up with, you know. And it'd be easier to keep up with one chat than two without. I don't have any moderators yet. Kind of makes sense. I don't have any because I haven't even started streaming yet. Let's see though. What else? Besides trees. Oh, yep. So new series drops tomorrow. It's a Skyblock map, modded of course, because well, I get bored with vanilla Minecraft after like half an hour. I'm not going to do a series in vanilla. I got ruined by modded. Let's just put it that way. It's like all I think of the entire time I'm doing vanilla is, oh, but if I had this mod, I could do this, you know. And it just, dude, okay. They're measuring the side of the road. I don't know. Yeah, giant river that's constantly threatening to eat this highway, actually. So, joy. Let's see. But yeah, so vanilla is kind of an out for me. I keep up on what's being released, and then I put it in the framework of how that's going to affect the mods I usually play with more than anything else. Love modded. I'm not a coder though, so I'm probably not going to make my own mods. Mod packs, however, yeah. Let's see. Good news is I actually may be getting an entirely new computer soon. I had an old vehicle that I finally am selling off. It's a 53 Jeep. Awesome vehicle. Needs work. I don't have the ability to work on it anymore though. Long story short, was a diesel mechanic for years. Went into business with somebody I shouldn't have, got shafted, pretty much lost everything. So I'm down to like a handful of hand tools, and that's not enough to work on a vehicle. Not to mention where I'm living now, there's no space to work on another vehicle. So I have one parking spot, right? So I wouldn't even be able to store my Jeep where I live. So I sold it off. You know, it's the vehicle I learned to drive in back when I was like 8 years old, for God's sakes, right? I was driving this thing. And so I got a little bit of an emotional attachment to it. But it's at the point now where I can either leave it where it was and just watch it rust away into nothing, or I could sell it to somebody who actually is a close friend. Well, kind of, sort of. One of those people you barely know, but acts like a close friend when you actually see him again. But then you won't hear from him for like 6 months. And one of those. So, but it is a friend, and he's going to turn it into a hunting rig, which, fine. I mean, that's what the original plan was anyway. I'm just not that big into hunting either, so that's kind of another reason I never got anything done with it. Love camping, not so much the hunting. Yeah, it's just not my bag, you know, not my cup of tea, not my bag of chips, whatever. I am passing through a tiny, tiny little village right now. Let's see. So yeah, but I'm taking the money from that, and I'm actually going to splurge and just buy. It's going to be a computer out of a box. I could build one for the same amount of money, and it would actually probably be better. It's a headache though. It's a lot easier to upgrade a computer, doing it one bit at a time, rather than building the entire thing from scratch. I mean, I've done both, And the building it from scratch is a headache, especially if you have conflicts or anything else. And yada, 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 da, 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 da. You know, and it's just constant troubleshooting. It seems like it never ends. You know, well, it does after a couple weeks, but that's a couple weeks I don't want to devote to getting pissed at a brand new computer. You know, I'd rather not. So I'm buying this one. It is so much more upgradable than what I have. So that does make it easy. Easier anyway, but you know, it's across the board, it's better than the machine I have. You know, the downside is, because I'm buying it brand new in a box, it's going to have Windows 10. I don't want Windows 10, but it's going to have Windows 10. So I'm thinking the first thing I may do is buy a copy of Windows 7 and throw on there. And if Windows doesn't get their act together, depending on what comes out after 10, but if they don't get their shit together, I'm going Linux. Screw it. I've used it before. It's a wonderful system. It does require some finagling to get a lot of programs to run on it, and some programs just will not run on it whatsoever. But it's better than Mac by a long shot. But with Windows 10, I mean, it's just like Cortana. One of the things I do at work is I do tech support on the computers. I have been fighting with Cortana left and right because Microsoft decided that, oh, well, we should have our little virtual assistant monitor everything you do and send back data to us. Problem is, I deal with medical histories of people. I can't have Microsoft knowing this information. Even past a moral standpoint, it's as legal as fuck if I let them have this information. So then I find out Cortana's kind of wormed its way into every aspect of Windows. There are programs that will not work unless you have Cortana running. As soon as it runs, guess what? Information is getting sent to Microsoft. Solution would be to operate off the internet completely, totally, no internet access. Is that even possible anymore? Really? I don't think so. So yeah, I have to find a way to kill Cortana brutally if necessary. At this point, it's worse than that damn paperclip. That paperclip was bad enough. So yeah, but I'm Windows 10 and it needs to go bye-bye. So I'm gonna put 7 on my box as soon as I can get a copy of it. I think actually where I'm working at has extra copies, extra product keys, the whole 9 yards, that I can just talk them into giving me one. You know, oops. But hey, it's a gift. I do not want to be stuck behind this motorhome. I started passing him too late. Right lane is ending right up on the corner here. Damn it. Let's see. All right, TJ. What else though? Okay, new computer. Streaming though. Right now, as it sits, my video card. The program I'm using to stream with is called D3D Gear. Okay, so the same website, d3dgear.com. It's actually one of the cheaper ones. The reason I got it is actually my current computer is still running Windows XP because I have an issue with how much system resources later versions of Windows take up. I mean, Windows Vista takes twice the resources of XP. Even professional XP takes up twice the resources. And Vista's just a load of steaming dog shit. Alright, so next best, XP. Well, XP takes about 3 times, or not XP, 7. 7 takes about 3 times the system resources to just sit and idle as XP. Alright? That's because of all the feature bloat, you know, that happens with the new versions of the OS. And I'm getting tired of staring at the back of this motorhome. But, you know, it's Windows thing. It's like, oh, well, we can't just make it work better. We have to include all this crap you'll never, ever use, you know, that you can't get rid of. Because it runs completely in the background, like Cortana. Oh, my God, Windows 10 takes up so much more resources than 7. 8 was a bloated mess, too. It's like, Windows gets it right every other time. Alright. I'm looking to see if they got it right with 10 besides Cortana. I am not impressed so far. But, like, okay, you had Windows, okay, 95. Not bad. It was okay. You know, it was rather decent. Then they came out with 97 update. That made it a little better in some aspects, but for the most part, it sucked. Then you had Windows 98, which the first version sucked. SE, Windows, second edition, that was awesome, actually. That was a pretty bulletproof little system. Then after that, they go, oh, Windows ME. That, oh my god. It's like they took everything bad out of 98 and decided to make an OS out of it. Then they came out with XP. Now, XP is 2001, right? And they just stopped supporting it last year, 2015. So 14 years out of an operating system is unheard of. You think that might have been a bit of a hint to them about how big of a steaming pile of crap what they've been releasing since. Vista is just junk. I would not wish that on my worst enemy. The reason I have XP, actually, is because the computer I was running is old enough that it came with Vista before I started upgrading it, right? I'm still using the core hard drive, which explains my operating system. But everything else has been changed on this computer. But yeah, it was Vista just craptacular in the extreme. Then they came out with 7. 7 was crap at first. It always is. Rule number 1 from Windows operating systems: never get the first iteration. Always wait for the first service pack, or whatever they call it, to come out. Oh, that explains everything. Motorhomes from Florida. Dude, seriously? You drove all the way up here from Florida? That slow? Oh, God. Yeah, back to motorhomes to see it. No, I'm going to be seeing a lot of you, so I'm stuck behind you. But yeah. So 7's first iteration was crap. Once I started releasing service packs for its updates and so on and so forth, it actually became a pretty nifty little system. Still, uses up a lot more resources than I think is necessary. I would like to see it be able to tailor it better for my individual, circumstances, right? Windows 8. Enough said. 8.1 actually got worse. So that's like the exception to the rule of wait for the first update. Then Windows 10. And Windows 10 is just a huge chunk of spyware that you run programs on, which I am not happy about, and like I said, it causes infinite headaches here at work. But what can you do? We were running 7. I don't know why my boss decided we had to upgrade to 10. I have no idea why. 7 was working great. It's still supported. Oh, thank God. Passing lane. But, 7 is still supported. Microsoft's still releasing virus updates and so on and so forth for it. If you have issues for it, you can get hold of them and they'll help take care of it for you. But, apparently it was time to upgrade for whatever reason. Let's get back out of the passing lane now. So yeah, 10. I'm trying to talk my boss actually now into going to Linux. At least for the servers. We have like 8 servers at work. Yeah, it's a bit extreme. Each one's a dedicated server for a different function though, so if one goes down, it doesn't take the entire network out. So that's kind of a smart way to do it. But yeah, they're Windows servers. Oh God, Windows servers, no. There's a reason why 90% of businesses use a Linux box for their server. They work excellently. Never any problems. Yeah. So that's what's going on with the computer thing. But yeah, as soon as I'll be able to play newer games on it. Because there are some games that just will not run on XP. No matter what you do. You can beg, you can plead, you can make a blood sacrifice to Satan. They're not going to run. Just, XP does not have some of the necessary files and whatnot. Doesn't have all the necessary drivers and everything that these programs hook into to run. And apparently nobody thought that, oh, maybe we should just bundle it with the program. No, it doesn't work. So that's a bit of an issue. But like Gungeon, Enter the Gungeon. I want to play that so bad. I have a copy. I cannot run it. We'll be able to on my new computer though, so expect videos of that whenever I get upgraded finally. I'm just waiting on the guy to give me cash now. And let's see, anything else? Not really. I'm thinking about maybe bringing back a server or two. Not 100% certain yet what I want to do though. I know I want to buy a dedicated server. It's going to sound selfish, but just for me. But that I can record on. It would take a lot of load off my computer, which would actually make it run better and record better. And you still end up with server lag issues, even on single player, because of the 1.3 migration Minecraft did, right? You know, so that's still an issue because it runs 2 instances of Minecraft, one completely in the background and one that you play on. Well, the one in the background is technically the server, and they did that so that people would quit bitching about how bad multiplayer is by making single player as bad as multiplayer, instead of fixing multiplayer, which they couldn't. You know, it's just latency and so on and so forth. It's an issue unless, you know, you're doing a LAN, you know, where everything's in the same building, you're going to have latency issues. It's a fact of life. Until we get faster than light communications, you're going to have an issue with this. But, you know, it would take a load off my computer if I could have a remotely hosted server. There's actually a server hosting company not terribly far away from here, which would be cool. It would knock my latency down to just like 15 milliseconds, whereas if I try to tie into a server like in Seattle, I'm looking at 70 milliseconds, which is a horrible ping. But there's nothing I can do about it because of my location, you know. But there's a server host, you know, about 40 miles away from here. Awesome. Yeah, you know, things. Let's see, what else? See, I'm getting a server for my personal use that I can put any game I want to on there and do it like that. I'm thinking about getting like a little community server up and going again. Leave a comment like what you would like Troy server, Minecraft. What was it? And maybe I'll get 2 if I get enough responses. A lot of this depends on everybody, you know, that responding. Comment, people. The main reason I do these is so I can talk to you, you know, so I can talk to you instead of at you, like I'm going to do now. But, you know, comment, I can respond to you. We can actually have a bit of a conversation. Awesome. You know, you like what I'm doing, let me know. You don't like what I'm doing, let me know. You know, it's just, YouTube has a commenting system for a reason. Use it, people. You know, I'm not saying give me a like or anything like that. Just drop me a message. Say hi. You know, leave a comment on a video. Hey, I didn't like how you do this, or I like this, or your mic sucks, or, you know, so on and so forth. And seriously, let me know how my audio sounds. I mean, it sounds decent to me, but how does it sound like post-processing? I'm not in the habit of going back on YouTube and watching my videos afterwards. It's just not quite something I do. So I don't know how it sounds after YouTube gets done making my video. You know, it's just kind of a feedback would be appreciated, because this is my 3rd microphone I've gone through now. And I may end up getting another one, but as far as I can tell, it sounds okay. You know, do I need to mess with my sound mixer a bit? Sound meter is what I'm using, by the way. SOUNDMEETER. It's a donationware program. You know, you don't have to pay for it, but you can, and they're happy to accept whatever you throw at them. So, and it's actually a pretty neat little program. Then again, touching back on Windows 10, I am not looking forward to what Skype does. And Skype is now a Microsoft program. Yay! Microsoft. Even whenever you tell it to not adjust my audio, it'll adjust your audio. Just because. Famous issue, right? Famous issue. So I'm looking at other programs that I can, you know, do co-op and stuff with, rather than Skype, because where I'm sitting right now, I have an older version of Skype. Works great. It doesn't monkey with my audio settings. The newer versions will, no matter what you tell it to do. You tell it to back off, it doesn't care. It's like your crazy ex-psycho stalker. Keeps breaking into your house and rearranging your furniture. I've not had one of those that I'm going to admit to anyway. Let's see though. Yeah, I'm almost back actually into town here, and oh look, mountains. It's kind of a cloudy day today. I mean, it was gorgeous yesterday. Brilliant blue sky, 70-something degrees. Right now it's only 63. Fahrenheit, people. Fahrenheit. But I think I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here, and see everybody next time, and thanks for listening to my rambling. Until then, have fun.